We've all had those days where we wish we could turn back the clock. But if the arrow of time actually flipped and started pointing the other way, things wouldn't just be different. They would be absolutely terrifying. From the way you eat to the way you, undie. Here are 10 things that would happen if time went backward. Let's start at the end. In a reverse timeline, your life begins at your funeral. You'd essentially be dug up as an elderly person, and instead of aging, you'd spend your life getting younger, stronger, and eventually, smaller. It's the Benjamin Button lifestyle, but for everyone. Okay, this is the gross part. In reverse time, you don't eat food, you generate it. You'd start with a full stomach, and your body would assemble a meal in your mouth, which you'd then place back onto a plate. Restaurants would be places where you go to give food back and get paid for it. In our world, things naturally fall apart. This is called entropy. But in reverse, chaos turns into order. A pile of rubble would spontaneously leap into the air and assemble itself into a pristine skyscraper. Your messy bedroom would literally clean itself while you slept. This is a brain melter. If time is backward, you wouldn't remember the past. You'd remember the future. You'd know exactly what was going to happen because in your timeline, it already did. But the past, which is where you're headed, would be a total mystery. Physics-wise, light would behave very strangely. Instead of a sun shining light on the Earth would radiate darkness, while the sun sucked in all the light particles. You'd essentially see things by the light your eyes are emitting. Think about your job. You'd go to work, undo everything you did the day before, and then your boss would take money out of your bank account. You pay your employer for the privilege of unworking. Conversations would be a nightmare. You'd hear the answer to a question before you even asked it. In fact, you'd have to learn to speak backward just to make sense to the person ahead of you in time. Forget hospitals as we know them. You'd walk in with a scar and a doctor would perform a surgery that results in an open wound, which then magically closes up exactly when you trip over a curb. Every injury would be a signal that you're about to be perfectly healthy. In a reverse universe, friction acts like a propellant. When you hit the brakes in your car, you wouldn't slow down, you'd accelerate backward. To stop, you'd have to slam on the gas. Driving would be an absolute extreme sport. Eventually, the universe would stop expanding. All the galaxies, stars, and planets would start rushing toward each other. The end of the world wouldn't be a cold, dark void. It would be a massive, fiery homecoming where everything in existence is squeezed back into a single microscopic point. So, if you're stressed about your future, just remember, at least you aren't currently uneating a burrito while walking backward to a job you have to pay for. Which of these reverse world facts sounds the coolest or the most disgusting? Let me know in the comments, and if you liked this, hit that subscribe button before I unpost this video.